Hey guys, I think it's day 84, maybe 85. Not sure. I'll have to check later. It is 55 degrees out here today. I'm out here today in the Reebok Question pumps. Here they are from the side and from the other side. It looks like these shoes were originally released in 2014. So they must have had a recent re-release because I picked these up like a year or two ago. Don't exactly remember when. I did buy these things new. They were on sale and I was really glad to have them. The shoe really combines two of my favorite things. Growing up as a kid, I loved seeing the Reebok pump shoes. I don't remember having any, but I might have, honestly. And but I know I saw it around and I just really loved seeing it. You know, it was just a part of my childhood. I swear every kid out there would have believed that those things made you better athletically by just pumping that little pump up. You know, it was so cool. And then when you hit that little release valve and you hear that little psst, it's so cool. And then of course this shoe kind of puts that design element into a question, which of course is Allen Iverson's shoe. And what an awesome player. AI was ungodly, man. He was so good, so good. So it's really a hybrid shoe, and it is the design elements on it are so cool. Within the cushion, there is a nod to a cushion technology for Reebok called Hexalite, and this isn't true Hexalite, but I'd love to actually find an old vintage pair with true Hexalite, just so I know as a frame of reference how it kind of felt. With that said, these don't feel bad at all. It's a very comfortable shoe, but it's also kind of a beefcake of a shoe as well. It is padded to the max, man. People nowadays completely sleep on Reebok, and I think that's a big mistake. Shaq and Allen Iverson are working together to try to bring some athletes back and bring that popularity back to Reebok basketball. And they're turning out some good stuff. Reebok came out with the Engine A and looks like an awesome shoe. I have yet to get it, but it looks awesome. And then they kind of took that shoe and kind of made it like a signature shoe of sorts for Angel Reese. And for me personally, that's a big mistake because I don't really want to be wearing the shoes of an athlete that is kind of basing her career off of collecting her own missed shots. So I don't know. And I have no problem at all wearing a shoe that's based off of a female athlete. I love the Sabrina Ionescu, and I love the player. But yeah, when you kind of base your shoe off of an athlete that like misses a whole heck of a lot more shots than she makes, and it's just rebounds after rebounds after rebounds, me bounds, it's not cool. And I know why Reebok kind of had to do it, because you know it was a highly televised and kind of a lot of hype between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and this was maybe like women's basketball's Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird kind of opportunity, and so they had to kind of get behind her in marketing. But to me, there is no question what's up with that. One athlete can shoot, the other one can't, period. I think if I was going to make a shoe line for somebody, I'd pick the athlete that could shoot. I mean, I get it. She's a physical player and grabs a lot of rebounds, but it's mainly after her own missed shots, 2 feet away from the basket. But she's the face of a black community, and that's just kind of how it goes. But pick somebody like, get a retired Cheryl Swoops. Get somebody like that. Get Cheryl Miller out there. Even those players, I mean, they could play. Even today, I would wear their shoes. These shoes I'm wearing though, no joke. Don't sleep on Reebok. The quality of these shoes are absolute top notch. The materials that they've used in it are some of the best on the market. Absolutely great materials. On the toe cap of these, it looks to be like a suede or maybe like a nubuck leather, but it's some type of leather for sure. And then on the sides, you got this really soft, supple leather. And the cushion all the way throughout, it's just like you've put a couch on your feet. They are not meant for athletic performance, but as a casual shoe, they're absolutely great. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on these just wearing them casually. They feel great. If I was to criticize them from any standpoint, it would be if you are going to use them and attempt to use them in any way for athletic performance, the lockdown is really hard to get right. The laces are really thick. They're these circular laces, much like a construction boot lace. And if you tie them with the standard pressure at which most people would tie their laces, I would assume, the shoe just feels very loosey-goosey. There's way too much heel slip. I mean, it's ridiculous, the heel slip that you'll get. So I had to really crank on these laces there at the top to kind of pull all of it together. And I'm a pretty strong dude, and I had to pull with everything to just kind of get it to where it needed to be. And that's not going to be ideal for a lot of reasons. You could break the eye stays and all of that through that process, so it's just not good. And then another point of criticism, and this is for every single one of these pump shoes, is that realistically, when you pump up that tongue, you're not feeling much of anything, and you kind of do wish that you felt a little something more. I know it's a gimmick, but it's an awesome gimmick, and I'd love it to have a little bit more of an effect when you actually go to use it. Well, to document the weight loss journey, last night I really was craving snacks, man, but I didn't give in. And instead, I had one tiny square of dark chocolate, high cacao, is like 85% or something, and I keep that in the freezer so that it gives me the crunch sensation. And then I had a glass of hot green tea with no sugar, and that curved everything, so that was awesome. That seems to be my go-to to fix late night cravings. I know it sounds odd, but it works for me. Well, it is been 40 minutes in these shoes, and they feel great. Maybe on a hot summer day, these wouldn't be the ones you'd want to be rocking, because there's so much material there on your foot, and I don't really know as if the ventilation would be good. But I'm just telling you, cool weather, you get some good lockdown on these if you really stress those laces, and then the shoe just feels great. No problems at all. I'm not feeling any foot pain or anything like that from the plantar fasciitis. So everything's going great in these. I was able to comfortably put in my orthotic over top of the insole because this one was non-removable. But still, really great experience overall. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. It's calling for a lot of rain, so we'll see. But all right, y'all take it easy. Later.